So one of the things that I like to do when I'm innkeeper is I like to take a minute and just enjoy the quiet of this space. And when everyone is out, right now we have a full house. And everyone in this house, so we have 27 for breakfast. And there's always a time when everyone is out, that they've rode their bikes for the day, or they are just out to a play, they're in Lanesboro, but there's this moment every day when you can just sit somewhere and there's nothing. It's complete silence. You can catch your thoughts. You can just enjoy a moment in this great big house that builds memories every day. And when you do innkeeper training, you have to really like a couple of things. You have to like people. You have to like serving. You have to be a hostess or a host. You have to enjoy people on their journey. And when you can do that, it is magic. It is magic here. It is so much work. It is so much work. And you don't mind a bit of it. And you just don't mind a bit of it. Now I've had, we changed 10 rooms today. And we worked hard all day. The amount of laundry we folded today was crazy. We have an Amish innkeeper, and it took 2 of us to get all of that done today. And we loved it. So we got to say goodbye to people. We got to have breakfast with people. We got to say goodbye and hello and talk about what they're doing. And some people we've seen multiple times. And that's the fun of being an innkeeper. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to have your own inn to have that dream, to have the desire to say, I think I'd like to try that. I think I'd like to stay in a beautiful mansion from the 1900s and babysit, but more than babysit, be a host. And that means you have to be trained. And so it takes a week of training to learn how to run this inn, because there's 4 furnaces. It sleeps 30 people. You have to learn how to load a dishwasher. You have to learn how to do the other things, but it is always worth it. It is always worth it. So when I think about the guests that we've had in just the last 3 days, we've had people with kids, we've had grandparents, we've had single people, we had someone who is visiting their child at college, we have somebody who came back to the town who hadn't been here in a long time, we had someone that came here that their parents had been here every year for 30 years, and they came because they missed their parents. And we have people that are teachers on vacation. We have people that are bike riding across the country. We had somebody to show up the other day who was riding from Minneapolis to La Crosse on his bicycle. So it is every kind of person that comes, every age of person. There are young people. We had a couple that was here. They were just dating. They came here on a date. So it's a very interesting time. And if you are interested in people and you like working, there is working. There's always a list of things that have to get done. And your job as an innkeeper is to love the people that are here and to have a really good time, to enjoy what's here. Because right now, there's nothing going on, nothing that I can actually just sit here and just let people have the rest of their evening. So you do get your evening for all the way free. So you can go away to the innkeeper's suite and just have a minute to yourself. And the innkeeper's suite is lovely. And you can sit out on the deck and you can have your own space. Even when it's really busy, there's always time for you to enjoy the building, to enjoy the amenities, and to enjoy the area, because there's so much to do here. And even when it's winter, it's a little adventure. And in the River Valley, Sound is very interesting. Right now, when you go outside, you can hear the rustling of the cornfields. In the winter, you can feel the blanket of silence, and you can see the deer a mile away. You can see the sunrise that you can feel the sunrise. And there's just a lot to do. So I love innkeeping for people who enjoy that, who can enjoy being in history, to be in a living time capsule that works, and that want to have that time. Because an innkeeper usually is here for a week. And there are days in the week that are really quiet. So you can have them all to yourself and you can explore the world around. And when there's just one or two people, it's really quiet in the early week. The weekends are usually pretty busy, and they're pretty busy because there was momentum here. And the goal of our space is to honor what has already been here, and to honor the people that are here, and to really love them on their journey. That we're not there to insert ourselves into their vacation, but we are there to enjoy their story and how they got here, and thank them for coming, and to just let them have a minute of headspace, because our lives are so crazy. And so when people are coming, they don't know what silence feels like. That they too get to go sit on the stargazer's deck and maybe, pop open a bottle of wine and just listen to the corn rustle. And that's so elegant. And that deck, so we have a front deck and we have an upstairs deck, but that deck upstairs, when it's a full moon, I just don't know if there's anything better. And room 8, oh, I love room 8 on a full moon, because you can sit in your bed snug, 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 and have a full moon beam its smile on you all night long. So the jacuzzi suites are on the back of the house. They aren't in the main house. And so you really have this just variety of rooms, of room experiences, of people experiences. And then there's breakfast. And breakfast it's a bit of work. When you have a full house, it's a little bit of work. But it only takes a few hours of the morning, and everyone is so happy to sit down and have coffee and to have whatever it is that we've made for that day. And as the innkeeper, you'll find that there are just some special things that you do for your time here, right? So think about what you can bring to innkeeping, because innkeeping is a chance where you don't have to be anyone special. You don't have to be an executive, I have a very different life in my regular life. So when you're an innkeeper, you get to just be an innkeeper. You don't have to have a history, or nobody has to check your resume. You just have to know how to care for people and how to care for them on their journey, and give them tips and let them have a wonderful time and thank them for coming. And I can say from my own experience, it fills my heart. And it fills my heart in a way that nothing else does. So if you are interested in becoming an innkeeper, watch the videos, see what we have to offer, and come to training. It is a week of training. So there's a lot to learn about innkeeping. And if you are thinking that you yourself want to go in and do innkeeping, we can talk about that, and what the difference is between Airbnb and what are the costs and so forth. That everyone has this dream of being an innkeeper. The business model we've made, I think, makes even more sense, because you can be part of something that's already existing, that already has momentum, that you don't have to be fully responsible for, but you can still be invested in, and you can still get the gain out of that emotionally, financially. We pay our innkeepers and we profit share with our innkeepers. So I hope to see you. And if you are thinking about it, just come for a stay. See if you even like the space, and see if you even like the town. That's the first step. Just come visit us. All right, I'll see you soon. I'm gonna go run my bath. Bye.